This is Dave, CEO of Changing Vegas, and we're going to develop our game today. As you know, with this game, I'm designing all these different aliens to fight on the asteroid. I've been brainstorming a lot, and we're going to create a brand new alien faction today. The key with the aliens, and this is the core of the game, is that each alien has a different win condition. Today, I wanted to design a faction based around like the old gods, you know, like Greek gods, Norse gods, and it's not, I don't necessarily think it's going to be Norse or Greek, but I like the idea of like an interstellar deity, like a space spectral being. And so the idea is that you play your little followers and you pray to the interstellar deity, and as he gets more followers, he gets more abilities, and you win by summoning the spiritual being into like the physical plane. This is one of the aliens that I've designed so far. These are the gloops. Okay, so you've got the alien description. These are just like if there's a new player, it tells them, you know, the flavor. Basically, flavor is incredibly important with this game. The idea for these alien factions is that they're a little like Tiki Torch, like people. In fact, let's look up some images. No. I want one that's kind of. Oh, hey there, Surf Song. What's up? Good to see you again. You too. It's my birthday today. Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday! Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang with me. That's awesome. I want him to be kind of like a ghost kind of creature. Like here we go. Okay, so these are like the little worshiper guys. And okay, so we have to do the alien description, the strategy, how they win, how they start the game, and then what abilities they have. The whole thing's set in space, so I thought it would be cool to have like a spiritual god that's like linked to the crystals, because the crystals are like mysterious. So the idea is that like the energy from the crystals like binds this spiritual being to like the asteroid, and the indigenous people like worship the being as like their god, right? And so when all of these aliens land on the asteroid and start mining and destroying their planet and their holy, you know, mineral or whatever, they pray to this divine being, and then the divine being, as it gets more power, it starts like wiping out everything, and you win the game by like summoning your divine being into the mortal realm, and then it just like wipes out all the enemies. It's very important to me that the rules are flavorful, but I'm going to do the flavor later. I'm just going to get down the ideas. The native inhabitants. Here's what I have, and like I said, the flavor of this might change, but here we go. The native inhabitants of the asteroid and followers of the crystal-born deity. These outsiders have no respect for our peaceful ways, seek to destroy our beloved home. Our only hope is to pray to the crystal-born deity, and this crystal-born deity, I'm going to come up with a name for the divine spirit, you know, the spirit god. Maybe that can be like a Kickstarter goal. Like if they donate, then we draw your likeness into like the interstellar deity, that like how you win the game. I think that's a cool way to give back to the community. So I hope that you will answer our prayers to defeat our foes and bring peace to our tiny paradise. Okay. All right. So the strategy is like a turtle style. I don't want these guys to be very good at fighting. When they do fight, it's with like magic rather than like physical powers, because there's like spiritual little dudes, right? And so all of their followers, like the whole point is to just stall and wait to awaken your deity, and then the deity like wipes everything out for you. Tap into the natural. Use the spirits to channel the cosmos. I think it'd be interesting to tie these guys to the event cards. What these event cards do is that as the game is played, the whole theme of the game is that you're on this asteroid, you land on the asteroid, and you're mining out like the core of the asteroid for this mineral, and the asteroid's whizzing through space, and as the asteroid passes by different planets and galaxies or whatever, then there's like space weather. There's like sunspots and, you know, space debris and like black holes and that kind of thing. But to have like a win condition based on the event cards and like influencing the cosmos and like summoning black holes and like channeling solar flares and that kind of thing. Let's design some event cards first. Solar flare. Okay, so what would a solar flare do to the asteroid? So the asteroid's whizzing by a sun, and the sun just like, whew. So maybe, I know there's EMP with solar flares. I'm thinking like the heat just like scorches the planet. I think just like deal 1 to everything, because that way if fry it. What do you mean fry it, Surf Song? Okay, so the solar flare, that's just a little like solar, and it deals 1 damage to all enemies and structures. They get hit, fried alive by fire. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The way I have the event cards set up is that every time someone takes a turn, you move the event wheel ahead like 1. What I want these guys to do is as they pray to the god and they pray to whatever, to the crystals, then they can harness the elements to like destroy their enemies. So you have the event wheel, and at the start of each person's turn, you move the event wheel. And so I want all of their cards to like affect the events and empower the events and protect your guys from the events, so you can like use them against people. The flavor for this is that you're whizzing by the black hole, and as you're whizzing by the black hole, the gravity like sucks, like as you're whizzing by, the gravity like pulls aliens like off of the asteroid and gets sucked into the black hole. Let's do this one. Okay, and then this core trimmer. Okay, this core trimmer, I want it to simulate like an asteroid, like, you know, it's a big asteroid, so it has a core, and as they're mining it, the asteroid is getting like unstable, and so it starts shaking. So I want this to deal damage to structures. Surf Song, I know you're the only one in here. Do you have any idea about like other events that happen in space, or something that we can use to design a card around? Let me think. Okay, cool. All right, you go ahead and think, and I'll keep cruising along. Anyways, I just want to give you an idea of the event cards, because these are what the little worshippers and the deity are going to use to destroy everyone else. Start conditions. Start the game with... I need to come up with a name for my deity. It can be silly, you know, we can change the name later, but we'll call him Bob for now. Bob the Incarnate One or something like that. I don't know. Okay, win condition. Bob to max level. The strategy is a turtle style. Hide behind your walls and pray your little hearts out for Bob to save us. Many of the cards interact with cosmic event cards. Use the spirits to channel the cosmos to defend your home, and summon Bob to end the game. Okay, so you start with Bob in play, and you ascend Bob to summon him to the mortal realm and win the game. Okay, Dark Star is a star that has a gravitational pull strong enough to trap light. Okay. So we can do like Dark Star Blackout. Maybe it, okay, here's an idea. Maybe they can't see, and so they're not as good as they're not as good at attacking. Yeah, I like the idea of the Dark Star, like a blackout, like a space blackout. That's a cool little thing to have. Here we go. All right, so let's get the abilities. So ascend. So I want these ascend cards. The idea is that the interstellar deity gets power from the elements. So every time an event card is played or drawn, like anytime an event card affects the board, the spiritual beings like power up. Okay, so ascend. Here we go. I appreciate you doing this research for me. This is awesome. It saves me a lot of time. So pulsar. The events leading to the formation of a pulsar begin when the core of a massive star. No problem. This is fun. I know, right? That's good. We're designing games, man. This is step one, is just getting all the ideas out there, figuring out how the game works. And then step two is actually designing the boards. We'll go out and get materials and stuff and actually make the game, print out the cards and everything. And then part 3 of the series is going to be Kickstarter, how to find investors, how to find social influencers to help, how to network, wheel and deal, that kind of thing. That's phase 3, and then phase 4 is actually taking the success from the board game and making it into a video game. All right, Ascend. When a certain number of event cards have been played this game, aliens with Ascend gain additional strength and abilities. Okay, cool. I need them to have a way to interact with, like when they pray, then the event wheel. I want their cards to speed up the event wheels. I'm just trying to think of a way like they pray and then they get, you know, divine blessings. I'm trying to think of what that could be called. Evoke could be cool, like evoke the element. I'm just going to call it Evoke for now. We can figure out the name later. Yeah, these are good card names. We'll figure out what they do later. I'm trying to figure out the wording on this Evoke. I'm getting good ideas from your suggestions. Thank you, Surf Song. So some of these ideas I don't really see working for like the Evoke, but I like your names. They're giving me ideas for other cards, so this is good. Okay, Evoke, move the event wheel additional spaces. So I can say like evoke 1 at the start of your turn, or evoke 2 when this card comes into play. So with a more generalized ability like this, I can use it 2 different ways. So instead of coming up with 2 different keywords, I just have one keyword that means that you're moving the event wheel. All right, cool. It's starting to come together. You're giving me some good ideas. All right, passive abilities. Do I want them to have any passive abilities? I don't think so.